Hello everyone, I'm John Kotter. A few years ago, a colleague of mine and I, Holger Rathgeber, wrote a fable based on my research at Harvard over the last few decades called Our Iceberg is Melting. And if you believe the news media and the emails that came to us in sales, it appears to have done a lot of people some good and a lot of organizations some good. Therefore, we have now done another fable. This one is called That's Not How We Do It Here. We've gone from penguins and the utter cold to Africa and meerkats this time, and a very, very hot situation. Like all fables, all stories, this one has a cast of characters. We have Nadia. She's the adult in the picture you're seeing. We have Nicholas. You can't quite see him because it's looking down, but he's said to be by meerkats very, very, very handsome. We have somebody called Matt, kind of an engineer type, a little OCD. Ao, he's the one that's higher up in the tree. And then, you know, Lena, Moro, Mara, and others. It's fundamentally a story about two clans, two meerkat clans, who couldn't be more different. The first is extraordinarily well organized and managed. It has processes that are best practices. Everybody knows their job. They're well trained for their jobs. And they get things done each day in an incredibly reliable and efficient way. Despite the fact for meerkat clans, they're very, very big. They've got scale and all the problems that come with scale. So life is great until their habitat starts to change. And it doesn't change just incrementally over time. It starts to change with some speed. And they apply what they know, and of course, it all falls apart. Very tragic. The second clan, very, very different. Structure, policies. These people operate much more in a flat organization, no hierarchy. Anybody is allowed to initiate, to be proactive, to provide leadership. There's a vision, there's passion, you know, the kind of thing. It's a California startup, and it is a wonderful place. It's the kind of challenges the first clan had and just couldn't handle, they handle like that with innovation. But because of their very success, more and more meerkats are attracted to them. They have more and more litters and puppies, and they grow and grow and grow. And at a certain scale, of course, it all starts to fall apart. And it falls apart in very dangerous ways. They're no longer able to do the things you have to do each day, and eventually it creates dangers for them. Now, at some point, one of our characters asks the question, this is kind of a depressing situation, both of these things falling apart, but why couldn't you have a clan that takes the best of both of those and therefore is able to be incredibly reliable and efficient each day in doing its job, and at the same time can handle, in management speak, strategic challenges that are thrown at them and handle it agilely, quickly, innovatively? Why not? And it's Nadia, and she goes back to her original clan after wandering off and discovering this second one, and is not met with a lot of credibility when she raises this idea. Sounds interesting, but how in the world could you really create something like this? But she and a group of others, nevertheless, decide this is worth trying. And they go out of their way to try to create some concept of the opportunity here, to try to create more and more of a sense of urgency that we should do something about this, that take on little tasks that would demonstrate that this is not a kooky idea, it is possible, and those wins give credibility and momentum to what they're doing. They allow for, and one of the senior people in the clan, actually meerkats in the clan, begins to pick this up and allows it. And momentum develops. They start getting bigger wins. More people get involved. And over time, they not only achieve some specific things that they need to be able to cope with this faster moving and dangerous environment that they've got themselves into, but they start to develop a whole new way of operating. Now, we've written this because the research shows that more and more places, of course, are organizations of scale, which are running into these faster moving environments in which they struggle to have the strategic speed and agility and innovation to deal with them well. Therefore, the fable for you. I think all the evidence shows that as an issue, this is going to be increasingly important for all of us in managing our own careers, in deciding what skills we need, and in developing those skills, and for organizations to be able to win, to keep ahead of the pack, to catch up to the pack in a very transformational way. It's going to be of great importance. Now, let's leave it at that with two final points. Spoiler alert, it actually ends the fable with a happy ending. You probably guessed that. And second, this book is published by an organization that has actually tried to do what the meerkats did at the end and has done an outstanding job so far. And it says something about them as a terrific modern organization, and we're certainly very proud to be associated with them. And these are the wonderful people from Penguin Random House. So thanks, guys.